Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into Channeling Joy. I'm Pamela Joy, and you're watching the series on 21 wishes. Today is wish number 8, and since it's Valentine's Day, I wanted to do it somewhat in relationship to love, and I thought, what a great wish to always have self-love. So today's day 8, and the wish is, may you always love yourself. So with this, I know it can be a struggle. We live in a society where we are bombarded with information, especially of the kind that tells us we are not good enough or we are lacking something. And when we are getting these signals into our subconscious all the time, over and over and over again, it can really take a toll on us. And the thing is we don't even need outside help for that. We can become our own worst enemies as it is. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and we don't even need an outside source helping us with that, and yet we struggle with that every day, and we don't even realize it. A lot of times we are faced with thoughts of, I am not good enough. And that can be anything from, I am ugly, I am not talented enough, I am not smart enough, I'm stupid, I'm fat, anything like this. And that is detrimental to our overall happiness. And how do we ever expect to achieve our full potential and to put our best foot forward when there's like this tape recorder going on of all this negativity? So my advice with that is, if you're having these thoughts, anything where, you know, especially if you feel like you're lacking in some confidence and self-love, to look at the root of what's causing that feeling. Is there an overlying thought? Maybe it is that you feel you are fat. We will just use that as a general example because here in America, at least, we are obsessed with body image and it drives me crazy. But that is also a video for another day. So we will just use that example. So let's say you have this overruling thought in your brain that you're fat. That is not going to benefit you at all. That doesn't really make you feel good. Even just to say those words out loud, it made me feel uncomfortable. And I'm just thinking of this right now. Also, the next time you have these thoughts that play out in your head, see what it feels like to say that out loud. Because just doing that just now, I felt kind of like, oh, like cringe. Like I cringed. I didn't want to hear those words, you know. So if it doesn't feel good saying it out of your mouth, that's a big red flag that not to say it where no one else can hear it in your brain up there. So my advice when you hear these thoughts is to get out of that dark place and focus on the good. So how do you do that? Focus on gratitude. Gratitude is such a useful tool, and I think it is probably one of the quickest ways to stop that monkey brain of getting into those bad thoughts. So with the example of I'm fat. Okay, well, be grateful you have a body that allows you to experience life. Be grateful that, you know, you have an opportunity to improve. If you focus on your health, that would bring you a lot of happiness, because then you can give more of yourself to others. So focusing on the good of the situation, you know, whether that's, if you feel like you're not smart, well, be grateful. Figure out, first of all, everyone's smart. So what is it that you're specifically intelligent at? Because we all have strengths and weaknesses. So if you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm so stupid in math, or I'm terrible with technology, or whatever it is, maybe you're really freaking smart at US history or English and literature and things like that. So shift that mindset. Okay, focus on what am I good at? Where are my strengths? And again, like, be creative with it. It's not necessarily an opposite. Like I said, like with the fat example, it can be like, okay, well, I have a body. I am able to move. I have my health overall, you know, things like that. And then you can level up even and take it to the next level and be grateful for something that's coming your way. So let's say, again, to use the example of body weight, you can say, I am grateful that my body is getting stronger and more flexible every day, and believe it. And the more you say those words to yourself, I guarantee you'll start to make wiser decisions. The next thing I want to talk about is forgiveness. So forgive yourself. Just like with a real relationship, be that with a lover or a friend or a sibling member, a family member rather. Forgiveness is vital to lasting relationships, and we need to also forgive ourselves. And that could be to forgive ourselves for a mistake that we made, or anything career related, like if something didn't go quite the way we wanted, or we wish we started something sooner, anything like that. Just practicing gentleness with ourselves and be forgiving of ourselves can be really healing and vital to having a lasting, self-loving relationship. And my third tip of the day is to take care of yourself, and maybe even have a self-care ritual that maybe you do once a week. You know, make sure you're relaxing enough and rejuvenating, resting, getting enough sleep, drinking enough water. It's a reminder to myself. In the winter, I tend to forget to do that as much as I should, but that's okay. Self-improvement. Which reminds me, like, self-improvement, like self-love does not mean you have to be this perfect person all the time. We're always growing. We're always learning. So be gentle and be kind to yourself, and know that you are ultimately your own best friend. You only have you. I mean, you have support of other people too, but really, your soul can only really be taken care of by yourself. So, love yourself, love others, and keep on shining like the star you are. If you liked this video, please leave a comment down below and hit the like button. It's super, super helpful to me, so I can create more of these videos. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I think that's